Welcome to Football Manager 2017, the pre-season of my Wigan team in 2034. I'm playing my affiliate club, Stockport, away from home, and the last pre-season game I've got after this one is Blackpool. I actually went and looked because last time I couldn't remember who I was playing next. Stockport in the Vanarama National League, so 3 leagues below me. So it shouldn't be a difficult match. As always, it's more about getting fitness than it is anything else. I had 2 very easy pre-season games against local clubs just to get confidence up, then 2 games against League 1 clubs, then now Stockport, and don't know what division Blackpool are in. Don't really care, to be honest. My assistant arranged those friendlies. Then the season starts against Coventry. My team is just slightly different from last time. James Riley is now in the centre of my defence. Richard James is on one side of the defence, and Di Thomas has moved from the centre out to the left side, the right side of the defence, to replace Kieran Whittaker. I don't know why I said James then. Isn't that a singer or a songwriter? And pretty much I have a full bench. I promoted Ollie Hammond from the under-23s into the squad because he plays left wing back. Not particularly well compared to Alan Atherton. He's still not particularly good, but at least he gives me a substitute for the left wing back, which may or may not be useful at some point. So I thought I'd see what he's like for 30 minutes in the second half. And beyond that, this should be hopefully a relatively simple game. We're expecting a win. Just tell them to impress me, because they should try and impress me. I am their boss after all. Impressing your boss should be something you aim for. I'm playing in my nice white kit with red socks. And starting out a nice attacking mode. Right until we start going backwards. Oh, nice ball by Chamberlain. Is Harwood actually going to get a cross in? Yes, he is. Not a very good one, but he got a cross in. Oh yes, and that will be my player, Young, who put that through ball into my half, because he's on loan at Stockport. He might have actually had some chances in the first team this season if he'd stayed with me, but I figured, what the heck, he might as well go down to Stockport and play the whole season there, get some first team experience, and he's good enough. He might get an extension to his contract, which runs out at the end of the season. I'll say later this year, but 2035 is when his contract expires, and I think he's got enough potential to hang around for another couple of years, see if he gets a chance, makes a breakthrough, and makes it into the squad proper at some point. He probably won't, but I do tend to like keeping enough young players around that 1 or 2 always tend to surprise you by exceeding their expectations. And from what I've seen of him so far, he doesn't look too bad when he's played for me, either in friendlies or coming on as substitute or getting a game or so last year. I think he got a couple of games last year. So at this point it's a matter of, are any of my central midfielders going to leave? And do I need to replace them with a couple of people I'm scouting, or quite a few people I'm scouting? There is a central midfielder who's on a free transfer that I put an offer in for to strengthen that part of the squad. Nicely taken, Turner. And then it's just, I need another backup goalkeeper who I'm happy with and has got more potential than Kennett currently has. And I need a left wing back. That's the one thing I'm going to be needing probably all season, is a left wing back, because I have not found one I'm I think is any better than Atherton so far, which is a sad state of affairs in the game of football, that I haven't found one who's any better than Atherton. I am one of the goalkeepers I'm taking a serious look at is an ex-Man United kid who's Austrian, but he's spent 6 years at Man United before they released him, and he's still young, and he's got the potential to be better than Kennett, apparently. Whether or not he actually turns out that way. Oh, nice try, Harwood. Pity you're offside. It was a nice try. So that's... oh, okay, that actually got deflected. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking at right now. And then it's just a matter of start the season and see how bad we are comparative to the rest of the teams in the division. Because the replacements have either been free transfers or one Arsenal kiddie, Wedderburn up front, or an Ipswich defender in the team that got relegated from this division last year, and he's one of my best players, or certainly one of my best two defenders, and they're my better players. Yeah, free transfers or people that got relegated from this division last year doesn't give you a great deal of confidence in how good they are compared to what the rest of the division is going to be like. It doesn't mean they won't do a reasonable job, it just... my confidence in them is currently a tad lacking. I really wish I could find a great free kick taker. I should have to check that out on the... oh, good ball through to Young. I thought my player was going to score against me, make me regret sending him on loan. I'm just wondering if my possible incoming central midfielder is going to be a better free kick taker. It's something I actually have to look at when scouting people now, is how good people are at taking free kicks. Assuming it's something you can actually see. Well, wasn't particularly spectacular, but they can go out there for another 15 minutes before I start replacing people. Oh, nice tackle, Harwood. The defence is playing nice and deep, which is stopping a load of my runs going through. Whoa, that was closer than I thought it was going to be. Yes, but I must admit, even Atherton is looking good against Stockport, which kind of shows the level that Stockport really are. Compared to my team's level. Nice through ball. Has he got enough pace to get around the defence? No. Chamberlain's pretty good with the long shots. Seems to get them either on target or close to the target most of the time he tries them. Turner could definitely do as improving as a corner taker, because it's rare for me to see a dangerous corner from Turner. But again, he's still the best of a bad bunch. And as things are going, this isn't exactly looking like an emphatic victory. Well, on that happy note, we will start replacing people. Howard, Sean Lamb, Alan Atherton, Ollie Hammond, Brewster. Actually, we'll go with Charles Ward. Him there. Ah, there he is, Liam Berry. And we will put... We'll put Ricardo Wilson there because he had such a good game last time. And Luke Price can go there. Essentially, I've just replaced the whole team to give them 30 plus minutes of a run out. In the last pre-season game, then I may put 2 or 3 other players who I'm considering as potential first teamers on the pitch in the second half. But for the most part, the starting lineup will play pretty much the whole game, if not the whole game. Depending on, of course, injuries, etc. But that's plan A. And as I always say, if you've seen any of my games where it required me to have any kind of plan at any stage, you will know how effective my plans aren't. I'm kind of like the guys from the TV show Leverage. Plan A doesn't work, well, I'll keep working on plans until I get down to about Plan M, because my plan, my backup plan, and my backup to my backup plan frequently fail, no matter what my game I'm playing. Not exactly a scintillating match, this one. And apparently Stockport are going to give my second 11 a hard time. Which is more than I'd say for most teams I've run into in the pre-season. And apparently this time Wilson is not going to be taking shots from distance and giving a goalkeeper nightmares. But my whole team isn't playing particularly well this time. Either my first or my second 11. But they're all entitled to an off day because it was only a couple of days since the last pre-season friendly. And it's about 3 days till the next one. It's not like they've put me under any pressure or any danger. Oh, that's Ollie Hammond. Oh, nicely slotted away there, Price. You're going a bit over the board with the celebration, but a nice 90th minute goal. I think you can thank Slaughter for setting you up rather well, but you still took it pretty well. Nice little dink into the near post. Yes, I've been watching too much NBC commentary, where they tend to use the word dink a lot for when you tap the football through the air. It wasn't a particularly great game, but we'll try and be complimentary to my players. So yes, 3 days till the Blackpool game. Then I think it's about 10-12 days until the season starts. Gives me time to check out a few more players, such as this guy, who's playing for Colchester. Well, this Wickham keeper. That's the ex-Man United keeper. He's extremely interested. I might see if I can get him. And I will keep the current dimensions. Okay, well, that's the end of that match and this episode. As always, I hope you, I wouldn't say particularly enjoyed because the match wasn't particularly thrilling, but I hope it gives you an idea of where my team is potentially hoping to go, and hopefully I will see you down the road.